My name is Carina Gardner, and I'm what you would call a practical designer. If you're ready to create a life that you love, become an incredible force for good, and generate income while pursuing your dreams, this is the podcast for you. Welcome to Make and Design.
Many creatives don't know that there are lots and lots of streams of income that you can make as a designer, as an artist, as a creative. And so I just want to dedicate this episode, it's going to be really quick, to go through some of the streams of income that we see in Design Suite that are just real life, people are getting and they're doing, okay? So if you've always wondered, like how are people really making money? Then this is the episode for you, okay? Short and sweet and to the point, okay? So the first thing you need to know is that most designers actually do have multiple streams. It's not usually coming from just one place or just one thing. There's usually lots and lots of ways they're making money. And the way that we teach, the first way that we teach is online platforms. So that would be like an Etsy or a Spoonflower. Those aren't necessarily the ones that we're working in, but it's to give you an example of online income. And so online income streams are great because they teach you, first of all, how to get sales. They teach you what customers are looking for. They teach you SEO, descriptions, how to format full files correctly, and how to do customer service. So that's why we love online platforms, because they get you ready for other streams of income. The next stream of income is the other one that most people know about, which is manufacturing deals. So let's talk about a few of those. One of them I have is a fabric manufacturing deal. That means I work directly with a fabric manufacturer and I receive a royalty from them. They are the sales piece of it. I am the design piece of it. Lots of people know about this because there are lots of people out there who are scrapbooking designers or fabric designers, or are working directly with a company. The second one that's actually close to that is a licensing deal. Now, basically, a fabric design is a licensing deal, but what I'm talking about is one-off deals. So usually, like my deal with Riley Blake is I've signed a contract with them, so I make a fabric line for them only. Like I'm not working for anybody else, and I have an exclusivity with them. A licensing deal is where you're working for lots of people, but you're doing one-offs. So maybe a specific manufacturer comes and finds your site. They love your specific design and they just license the one design from you. You have no exclusivity to them. They're just going to use it on something, and they may or may not use your name. So very often, lots of licensing deals are white labeled. And what that means is that someone is putting their name on it. So I did this with Michaels. I had tons and tons of designs in Michaels, but they were all under the Recollection brand. So you didn't see my name on it. It was under their label, not my name. Okay. So a lot of designers do this. This is a very common practice. It's probably the most widely practiced design way to make revenue, because there are so many entities that need white labeled licensing deals. Okay. So those are relatively close. Another way that we see designers making money is through freelance. This can come a lot of different ways. First of all, there's the personalization freelance. So like they see that you make something, they saw it online or they know you, and they come to you and say, hey, will you make me one of those, but I would like it personalized or customized to me. Okay. That's customized design work. Lots of that going on in the industry. The second thing that's happening is someone finds out you're a designer and then they want you to come do stuff for their company. So they need a logo, or they need a brochure, or they need a website design, or they need a postcard, or they need a t-shirt. And then they ask you for those designs and then you make them for their company. Okay. So those are a couple of different ways you're kind of seeing freelance work. It's very, very normal to start off doing online stuff. And then as you become more confident as a designer, as you get really good at it, people come find out you're a designer and you get a freelance deal, or you get a job doing client work. That is very normal. Most designers have clients on the side and online businesses going on at the same time. And then the sweetest deal is when you get some other kind of licensing contract on top of it. And so I'm going to tell you right now, I do all of these things. Every single one of them. I have licensing deals, I have online platforms, and I occasionally will take on the freelance job. And at this point, I don't do as many of those, but I like for years, I had on the side clients doing stuff. And I think that's a really typical a way to make revenue with lots of these little things coming in, because that a lot of times will help you get to that 6-figure status, right? Or even multiple 6-figure status more quickly. If you only do one of these things, it's actually pretty difficult to get over $100,000, at least fairly quickly, because it just doesn't work that way unless you're in a trending or a brand new industry. And there's plenty of those coming out as well. And so my recommendation is don't say no to projects. Take a little client work, get some manufacturing work, definitely work online, because there are foundational things that you will learn by doing the online bit, even when you don't have clients. And so much of at the beginning, especially if you haven't really ever designed or you don't have a design degree or certificate, at the beginning, it's building that confidence that you are a designer, you're creative, and you're trained to do this. A lot of times when you don't have actual formal education or formal training, it's really difficult to feel like you can really encompass it. It feels like a hobby still, which is why so much we love our Design Suite program, because people who come out of it have achievement and completion awards. People who are going through the University of Arts and Design, they're getting master's degrees and certificates so that they know that they are actually qualified, they've been formally trained, and they can actually produce work for clients. So hopefully that helped you. I know it was like a fast run through, but I think this is really important for those of you who are like, I need to know better, like what are ways I can make money? This is it, guys. Lots and lots of streams, and it's just getting started, and you can do that.
Did you know you have access to more free design content, die cut files, and sewing patterns? Join our exclusive VIP group for free by going to designsuitecourses.com/free.